You like burn your hands and it makes that squeak noise from the polish. No.
Clear, woo! You know what I mean? Like,
what?
Welcome to the Virtual Insanity Podcast. Please like and subscribe.
Welcome back, Virtual Insanity fam, and we're on to episode 10. Can you believe it, Matt?
Can't believe it. So I got one for you. So our bloody lights on the landing decided they just didn't want to work anymore. So I had to replace them. But before I could replace them, we had to go to sleep because it was too late. So I could only pick them up during the day, which is brilliant. Anyway, it got me thinking about the time when I was younger and that fear of going upstairs without the light on. I don't know what it was. It's just the fear.
Yeah, and it was that empty abyss at the top of like you looked up and you were like, and the stairs seemed to go
and it's just like either something was going to like dart past or grab you as you were going up the stairs.
So I remember when I got ballsy as a kid and I was like, I don't need the light, so
I'm a big boy,
and like the light was like probably like 3-4 steps, and we had this wooden banister, and how the top was, like there was 2 banisters came that way that went over the steps, and so you're walking up, and you're like, you've got your glass of milk or whatever, you're walking up, and you're like, right, I've got past the light switch, you're looking, and it's dark either side, because now all of a sudden, the side bits are in your vision,
your periphery's opening up,
and
to the darkness,
and there's more wooden banisters, and it's dark, and you're like, so I'm walking up, and I get to that point, and all of a sudden, like, something just straight across, like, I was literally like, milk all over me, sort of thing, but the light was on within a split second. It was as if I'd, like, left my body, that much fear, and hit the light switch, and then my body's come, like, it was,
terrifying.
That put me back 10 years. Like, literally, I was just like... still now, I'm like, light on?
Yeah.
Even though there's, like, no pet, or, like, it's literally, like, the safest stairs in the world.
Yeah.
No.
My time, I got brave, and I was, like, big boy brave. One of my parents was like, oh, just go and grab that item from upstairs, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Son, I'm going to turn the light. You don't need to turn the light on. You're only running up the stairs. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I got this. I'm sound. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna do it. Upstairs, getting up the stairs. Piece of cake. Got up the stairs. Picked the item up. Then it came to coming down the stairs. Terrifying.
What?
Terrifying.
Yeah, your back is again
because you've turned your back on the abyss and all the doors that are open. All the possibilities. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And you're just going to walk down the stairs and you just think, something's going to grab me. Something is going to fucking grab me. You know what I mean?
Like that hand through the banister sort of.
Like, just like, come here, boy. You know what I mean?
Whip your leg and you're gone. It's like the seaweed shit and stuff.
So like we fucking, luckily we had 2 banisters either side on the stairs. So literally, you just grab the banisters and just start pole vaulting down the fucking stairs, just like get me the fuck away. Do you know what I mean?
Spend any time on the field, Tom?
And you like burn your hands, and it makes that squeak noise from the polish. It's like,
and you make such a noise coming down the stairs.
Yeah, it's like herd of elephants.
Yeah, and your parents are just like, "What the fuck are you doing?" You know what I mean? And you're just like, absolutely nothing. I'm cool.
Here's
do you know what
I mean? Item.
Yeah.
Here's that pen.
But it brought me onto a sort of like a more recent time where I've just overrided on the imagination, and that's the job I do. And I end up in empty houses quite a lot.
Yeah.
And this particular house. Another important bit of information for you to know is in the house that I was working in, whoever had designed the house was a sadistic fuck because the light switch wasn't where you'd think it was which would be open the front door, light switch. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Open the front door. Light switch.
No. This was open the front door, fuck you, light switch. Light switch is all the way on the other side of the room. Yeah? You're like,
I'll be getting my lighter out.
fuck's sake. Anyway, that's like that's not a problem to anybody else. You know what I mean? Like just an inconvenience, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm working there. It's winter, so it's dark. And as I'm plastering the dining room, they've got the stairs sort of. The door to the stairs is basically in the dining room.
Yeah.
There's no door on it. They're going to replace the door, I would assume. I just get this feeling that something is staring at me. You know that burning feeling.
Like in the back of your head, like sort of like, I feel uncomfortable,
and so,
but I don't know why.
Yeah, so you look around like, and you're looking in the direction that you know that this is coming from.
Yeah.
And you're just like, the fuck. Anyway, carry on. And you feel it again. Nothing. What the fuck? And you're just like, no, you're just being you're being a cunt. Like,
you're overreacting.
Yeah, just fucking sort your head out. Well, man, and I'm just like, right. Turn, and as I turn, in the corner of my eye, I see it. It's like black shadow. Now, if you imagine the door, this thing's like at the bottom of the door, and it just goes zip, up the stairs.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
no, I'll be gone.
I'm done. I'm fucking done. Now, the problem is with my overactive imagination is I think that the ghost or demon or whatever the fuck that was on the stairs can read my mind. So guess what?
I can't just run.
I can't just say, right, fuck this, I'm going. Because the demon will find out, the demon will shut the door, and it will do its fucking spooky ghost shit at me. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Clear, woo, you know what I mean? Like,
what is it going to do?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, tickle my ear or something.
I'm gone. Yeah.
So, I'm like, I need some tools from the car, and I need to take these tools back to the car. So, I grab my tools that I need, and I'm just like walking towards the you know what I mean? I don't actually need the tools. In actual fact, I need the tools to be at this job, so they're all ready in the morning. Now, can you remember when I told you about the light switch?
Yeah.
And the fact that the light switch is on the opposite side of the room to the front door of the house?
Yeah. And
that it's dark, like really, really dark at night. You know, we're talking like 9 o'clock at night here, winter. Mm. Yes, I had to work a way of turning that light switch off and getting out of the house in 0.1 seconds of time.
Like 3 steps.
Yeah.
Gone.
Now, again, overactive imagination instantly kicks in, as in, is not the thing. It's not going to let you out of the front door.
Yeah, no. Entrapment.
So, and then it can do its spooky game, spooky shit. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, let me find. Fuck. Let me just prop this here so I can take my tools out all in one go, and the door doesn't shut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sound. Everything's settled. Yeah.
You're out.
I'm stood next to the light switch, like 1, 2, out the door. Flick. 1, 2, out the door. Yeah. Trying to style this is like I'm not trying to escape. Do you know what I mean?
I'm just on my way out. Yeah. Really fast.
Anyway, flick. 1, 2. I bounce out of the house into the middle of the fucking street, like onto the road, and I just stood there, just like,
I'm free.
I made it. I'm free. Nothing can grab me at this precise moment in time. But then the creeping, sudden feeling of I've got to turn around and look at the house that I've just jumped out of, because there's some spooky ass shit going off there, and anything could be fucking stood there. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Imagine like the nun from The Nun. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or like Annabelle.
No, but the thing is though, it's like you expect it.
Yeah, 100%. And you know it's going to shut you up, and there's nothing you can do about it, and you've got to turn around. So after having a minute, I turn around. Nothing's there. Cool. Right. Shut the door. That was all very stupid. Yeah. Then I've got to lock the door. Now, this is a glass-fronted door, so you can... But it's not clear glass.
Oh,
because,
like frosted.
Because that would be just like, fine. Yeah?
Yeah.
This
It's
is frosted. This is frosted glass. So, shut the door. Now, I look up, because obviously I've shut the door, go to... You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's natural.
And then you look up at the glass, and I'm just expecting something to be like... You know what I mean? Like, oh, fucking hell. Obviously, nothing was there. Sound. And then, as I'm just stood, like, thinking about my life and what the fuck
It's that bad.
What the fuck is wrong with me? I realise that there's a dog walker, and he's just like, "You all right, mate?" I'm just like, "Yeah." He's like, "I saw you jump out the house." I was like,
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
"Fuck."
We don't talk about
No, I'm sorry, mate. And he's like, "You all right?" I was like, "Yeah, Sam." I'm bearing in mind, I've jumped out of this house
Into the road.
into the road, stood at the road just for
Fucking braining out.
a quick second, and this guy's just seen all of it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I can never be here ever again.
Yeah.
I need to go.
Good job I'm not coming back anyway because of the ghost. Like, cheers.
But it leads you on to a question I want to ask you. Out of all of the paranormal shit that you could come up against, and that includes anything from like across the world, including like America and stuff, like what's the one thing that you wouldn't want? I mean, you wouldn't want to come up against any of it, but like, what's the one thing that you really, really wouldn't want to come up against?
I don't know. Like, it's like the one thing I would hate is open my wardrobe and the thing from the poltergeist is there. Like that vortex of death. And then that face and the no. So I've got that fear. I've got that whole like again, it's always opening a door.
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger's basement. Like and that
But at that point, you just know. You might as well just lie down and be like, "Take me."
yeah, but no. It's like, and then all of a sudden I start thinking about happier dream places. And
Yeah.
like Jurassic Park, when he first sees the dinosaur and he's like, yeah, oh, it's a dinosaur. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, this is cool.
Yeah.
Before all the bad stuff.
Yeah,
Before,
yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, like, you think of things like that, or the Goonies sort of thing. Like, it's just one of them, like,
Just try and get to a happy place.
yeah. And then I used to, when I was a kid, like, I'd watch a horror movie in bedroom thinking, yeah, I'm clever. Could I get to sleep? No. And it was then like, I need to listen to an audiobook or I need to watch like another DVD. Like,
Something else to take your mind off
and
that.
it'd be like I said, Indiana Jones. Well then that'd freak you out because there's something and you're like,
Yeah. And it pulls you right back into the thing that you watched before and scares you even more.
And then you sometimes think, I'll give up.
Yeah.
I'll just go to sleep. You turn you roll over and I swear to God, you just get that something stood there.
Yeah.
And it's like you close your eyes, open them again, but you fear of opening them again.
So just quickly before I tell you what my paranormal cryptid thing would be that I'd hate to come up against, did you ever get you were either just about to go to sleep or you're in that drifty mode, right? And you feel something sit down on the bed next to you.
Yeah.
But the weird thing is you don't want to move, and so you don't move, and you can just feel this but it doesn't. It's not like it's
not there.
Yeah, it's just. But you definitely felt something sit down,
and the quilt feels that
and
way.
and you're like just lying there, just like not looking at anything, just like
I'm not moving.
This is the most fucking terrifying thing I have ever fucking gone through, and then you just like. I don't know, like, it feels like an age. It's probably like a couple of minutes, but it feels like forever. Yeah. And then you're like...
You start hearing your own brain beating.
You're just like, fuck this. Fuck this. This is my bed. This is my bedroom. Nothing's fucking... You know what I mean? And you like straighten out. Nothing's there.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck have I just... What the fuck? But anyway. The cryptid I would most hate to come up against would be either... Have you ever heard of something called a skinwalker?
I'm not too sure. Like,
Damn, them things are fucked up. So, there's a place called Skinwalker Ranch
right.
and the Skinwalkers. And it's Skinwalker... I mean, it's not just Skinwalkers, it's Skinwalker Ranch. There's UFOs, there's ghosts, there's poltergeists. Imagine
Everything.
a big paranormal gangbang. And it all takes place at Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah, not going there.
Like, supposedly. Now, we don't really deep dive into stuff like this. But people that do deep dive into the stuff like this and many other cryptids and many other things other than cryptids, by the way. I listened to one of their episodes today on facial hair and beards, and it was fascinating and also quite relatable because
You have a beard.
I have a beard. They talk about like stimulating your beard hair follicles, and you can use these like rollers that've got like pins on them. But the thing is, you're rolling your face, and it's like painful. Do you know? You're just like, yeah, baby, grow my beard. You know what I mean? But those guys, it's the Two Wizards podcast. Yeah. A great podcast, and the guys are fantastic, and they brilliant information, brilliant episodes. Well worth checking out.
Well, we'll drop their link in
we'll
description.
We'll drop a link in the description below. Give them a check out, definitely.
Yeah.
And tell them we sent you.
Yeah, definitely.
And you know what? As well, thank you to the 52 subscribers that we've currently got. That's amazing. I can't believe we've got 52 subscribers.
Yeah. Any input
And
to
like, yeah,
what you want, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
engage with us.
Yeah.
Comment. We want to know your.
We know you're there.
Yeah.
We know you're there.
Yeah.
So I was thinking back, and the maggot story. It got me thinking about this other thing that happens every year, and no matter what, it's always when you're out walking, and the first one you're like, "Oh, shouldn't have been in my way." Next thing you know, you've trod on 10 snails.
Oh.
And it only happens like one day of the year. And like I call it Snail Genocide Day, because everyone in the world on that one day is just crunching. Like, what happens?
the
Are they
crunch.
drawn to something? Like, do they just be like, yeah, let's go across the path?
I don't know. But they're just.
But you know what day, don't you?
They're in like the most perfect spot to be stood in.
Yeah.
And you crunch one and you feel really bad about it. And you think, right,
I'll watch where I'm stepping.
and watch where I'm stepping. Crunch. How? Okay, right. I'm going to look at where I'm going. Crunch. At that point, you just stand still and just,
Yeah. But,
you know.
so you've got Snail Genocide Day, and then the other one, Flying Ant Day.
Oh.
And I know it's coming. I can sense it. Like, the temperature's changed.
I remember Flying Ant Day more when I was younger.
Oh, it was
And we were
horrible.
playing out, and it just, I don't know where they came from. They only seem to be here for like a day or two, and then they disappear again. And it just, it's just mental.
Yeah, so my mental experience, I always remember them like being all over the lounge window when you're a kid and you're like, oh, what's going off? Like, you think it's the end of the world. It's like locusts in them films and the shit, but flying ants.
Yeah.
But,
Wait, does anybody else get flying ants, or is it just the UK?
I don't know. But do they all come out on a certain day?
Yeah.
Like, we're talking about there's one day in the year specifically. Like, you see them all over the place, like, randomly. But one day, they all just go, screw you!
Yeah.
And come out the nest.
Yeah.
And they're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
And
Just
so,
biblical amounts of flying ants.
It happened to me at work one
Yeah.
time. This is going back about 10 years, let's say. I was working on an agency, so I used to go to random places. So I go to this pub in the middle of nowhere. And it's like, lovely village. And so I'm in the kitchen. And they're like, yeah, basically, that's the fridge. Here's everything. Write your menu. We serve it for the day. You've got another chef coming in at 3, I think, or something. Like,
Yeah.
but lunch, you're on your own. And it's like, all right, okay. So anyway, Joe decides to turn up. and I'm on pass and I'm cooking as well. So like, it's not a busy place. It's like a table of 2.
Yeah.
Do the meal. Oh, a table of 4. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was like proper relaxed, and I was getting paid good money when I was on agency for that. But anyway, EHO come in, and as they come in, I'm plating up, and the next thing I know, I look down, and there's flying ants all over the pass.
Oh.
And they're coming out the floor by my foot.
Yeah.
There's like a nest just erupted in the middle of the kitchen. And EHO are walking around, and I'm there like, I'm just there going, you know what, screw this. Pick up my knives, in my bag, zip it, I'm gone.
Yeah,
like,
you don't want to be a part of that.
Walked past the owners, I was like, I'm not doing it, sorry. It's just freaked me out, and EHO are there as well. I'm not dealing with this.
And EHO is environmental health.
Yeah, so they give the star rating. Right. So I'm there going, I'm not being blamed for them losing, like going to a 1 star due to a flying ant. And like, honestly, that eruption, it was just like.
I'm quite lucky. I've never had any flying ants attack any of the houses that I'm working in, luckily. But they honestly, they're horrible.
Have you ever had like a wasp nest or a bee nest when you've been working?
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah,
especially when I work in some old properties, and sometimes we'll have to take the ceiling down because it's just old.
Yeah.
And so you pull it all down, and the thing is, especially where we are in the UK, it's all really old plastering style, so you're taking the ceiling down, it's just absolutely mental. But then you've got all of the death. I call it the death layer. So in between the ceiling and the floor, you've got your space between your joists, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, in that layer, now you've got to think, if you're in a 150-year-old house,
what's in that?
Think about
Dust.
Everything that has gone through the floorboards
and into that,
and settled on top of the ceiling, essentially.
Oh.
And that's anything from insects, small animals. You've got obviously dead skin, hair, just everything. And it's, you know, again, 100 years old, 150 years old, easily. And it just drops, and it stains. Honestly, I just call it the death layer because it's just black, soot and everything.
No, I won't be doing that.
But then, you know, once you get over all of that and you've cleaned all that out, and that takes ages to clean up, you then look at what you're left with, and it's just the joist by that point, and then you just spot it sort of like nestled in a corner, just this like wasp's nest, and you're just like, oh God, I don't need that. You know what I mean? And normally they're long gone, and
it's like a dormant
yeah,
nest.
you're not really getting any activity.
Does a nest, when it's in an area, put off another nest being built there because they think, like, does it give off an aroma to the, like, you know, when they're nesting?
Yeah, maybe.
And it's like, yeah, we've already been here.
But I know they act. I know it's like the queen that goes and does all that.
No, I hate
and
them.
finds
I hate
it,
them.
and then
I hate them. I hate them. I hate wasps. Like, no, they are pointless.
Yeah,
they're just literally.
Did you know that wasps remember faces?
Oh my God!
So you know, if you piss a wasp off,
that's why I get about 20 come after me.
It will fucking come for you.
Oh no, they do. They're evil.
And if it's anything like certain other insects that I know do this, so if a certain insect's in trouble, it will release either a pheromone or a signal,
and then they all come
for others to come to the area. Yeah. And I don't know if wasps do that, but I know they remember faces, and they will come and kick your ass.
Oh, that's why they always come back and chase you.
Yeah.
When you miss them with the raid and they like go off and they're like, right.
Yeah.
They come back and you're like,
yeah, they're gonna.
And like, you're going mental with that raid.
Yeah.
Like whole bottle on one wasp, but then all of a sudden it just goes, shoo, and you're like, I got you, because you know it's.
What was? We hit something with some insect spray, and it's like it laughed at us and flew off.
Yeah, wasps and flies do that though.
And that was just like terrifying, because hang on a minute, this stuff's meant to kill you. What's going on?
Yeah,
You know what
I
I
think
mean?
they've just got more immune to it.
Yeah, I
like,
think they have.
ants used to just spray them with sanitizer and they go.
Yeah.
Now, they're there. Like all the mates come along and they're like on
Yeah.
Lilos. I
Yeah.
swear, it's like a holiday for them.
Yeah.
And you're like, you used to die in this. Now you're treating it like and you can see them, they're laughing at you.
Yeah.
Like they're just there, like gloating around on the back, doing a backstroke.
Yeah.
Martini in one hand. You know what I mean? You're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, but I do find them mad ants just because how they walk in lines.
Ants are insane creatures.
Yeah, 'cause can't they live like 20 times or 100 times a
They can lift, yeah, they can lift like an incredible amount of weight comparable to their body size. But also the way they figure things out. So there's a YouTube channel called Ants Canada. And
Canadian ants.
dude, like this guy, how he has created his channel it's incredible. So like the guy makes these incredible like ant terrarium sort of like homes for the ants, and like each group of ants is like a particular tribe, and so like you'll have one tribe on one side and one tribe on the other, and these I'm talking these like where they live, these things are massive.
Yeah.
And like they have wars and they have like intruders come in and you see how they like attack it. Honestly, incredible. And it's like, you know, for the split second that reality hits you, you just go, I'm watching fucking ants on YouTube.
Playing 300.
Like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? But then something crazy happens and you're like, yeah, motherfucker, keep going. You know? And it's awesome. Guy's awesome. Genuinely, I love that channel.
Yeah, but I suppose that...
And when you're baked out of your mind and you're watching that, you're just like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Here's a question for you. If you could pick a companion to go on an adventure with you, out of all of the, I want to say, Jim Henson era movies. So you've got Neverending Story, you've got Labyrinth.
Yeah, like that.
So with puppets, live action with puppets, essentially. Like, who are you going for?
I mean, like, I am torn between two Neverending Story characters.
Go on.
So, Falcor.
Yeah, obviously.
And then Artreyu, innit?
Artax.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a trick.
Atreyu?
Hang on, because there's one
No,
scene.
it's Artax.
There's one scene in that movie, and I'm just trying to work out what he screams.
Yeah.
I think it's Artag.
Yeah. But...
As he's
Yeah.
slowly drowning in mud.
You know, the other thing that was, like, just skipping from that, but Artax or Falcor,
Yeah.
I'm sort of like, yeah. Or the dude out of Labyrinth. I forgot his name.
Which one?
The creepy troll thing.
Oh.
The main one. Like...
Oh, damn, what is his name?
Who's like, he backstabs them, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's like... But also,
I want to say like Troggle.
yeah, Trogglesworth.
No,
No.
Or Toggle.
not this time.
What would you class him as? What creature?
It's in the Labyrinth, just
Yeah,
like
what-
IMDb.
If I type in Labyrinth. Hoggle.
Hoggle.
I was so close.
Yeah.
Hoggle. Okay. I know, but he's a little prick.
I know, but he's still kind of cool.
No.
Like, you know he's got your back at the end of the day. It's a bit like Sam in Lord of the Rings.
No,
Like,
no.
what?
Sam, in Lord of the Rings, is the greatest character in the entire Lord of the Rings
He is
franchise.
quality, like,
Because if it wasn't for Sam,
none of it would have happened.
Sauron would have taken over. End of. Because Sam's the only one that's like, we're doing this. Even
Yeah.
at the very end when Frodo's being a little pussy bitch. Like, Sam's there like, oh, fucking go.
Then let us be rid of it.
You know what I mean? Go fucking back.
Once and for all.
Take the fucking ring. Fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's...
Sick character.
Nah.
Now, my companion, right? My companion to go on an adventure with every single time is from Labyrinth. And it's kind of like a 2-for-1. You get a 2-for-1 on this one. Because, like, he doesn't go anywhere without his incredible, like, companion.
I forgot.
His name is Sir Didymus.
Stop!
It's the rat dude thing.
It's the fox.
Yeah, he is... I forgot he was in oh my life, yeah. And he's like,
Ambrosius! Ambrosius!
Oh, Ambrosius! It's all right, Ambrosius. You can come out now.
And his
He's
dog
got the
comes
dog.
out. Yeah, the Dulux dog.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't have him on every single
I
adventure.
forgot about him completely. Like, the moment you said...
The guy's sword fights.
Yeah.
He's got a patch on his eye.
He's just mad. Oh,
Imagine the stories he could tell you.
Oh. Yeah, no, that wins it.
Yeah.
So,
Who are you going for?
yeah, like, which TV sidekick sort of...
Yeah,
Film
a sidekick
sidekick.
from, I mean, ideally from a sort of Jim Henson era movie. So what you got? Neverending Story. You've got Labyrinth. You've got
You've got Dark Crystal.
Dark Crystal. You've got
You always go down the route of Princess Bride.
yeah,
Like, that sort of thing.
yeah. Where ideally it's a puppet.
It's a puppet!
Yeah.
It's a puppy!
But no, yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah, he's incredible. He's the best. He's the best character.
There wasn't... That's it. So, out of all the Muppets films,
Go on.
we're talking the movies,
Yeah.
which one would you have liked to have been a Muppet in it, and which Muppet?
Treasure Island.
Yeah,
Muppet
always-
Treasure Island.
always-
Muppet
oh,
Treasure
Muppet,
Island,
yeah.
bro. Muppet Treasure Island.
yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah. Oh, Tim Curry and
Yeah.
that. Like,
Oh, don't play games with me, lass. I tell you, I'm not a patient man.
I think that's better than the Rocky Horror, in a weird way. Just for it's Tim Curry, and he's a pirate.
Yeah, which is
Like,
fucking brilliant.
he's better than the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, God, yeah.
Like, he is.
Give me Muppets Treasure Island over Pirates of the Caribbean
any day.
Any day.
Any day.
Any day.
I just don't like the Jim Hawkins singing bits. But
Oh, yeah, yeah, but it's got to be in
But-
there.
one of the characters that actually I just like him for certain aspects, just because he's cool, would be Kermit's. What's his Admiral or whatever?
Oh,
You know what
Sam, the blue bird.
Yeah.
The blue crow bird.
Yeah, and he's just like,
Yeah.
like him. If he had a gang, like a gang, him to just sort of,
He's too serious.
yeah, but you've got Rizzo there,
His gang would be too serious.
but
You see, if it's not Muppets Treasure Island, and you know who else is in that movie? I can never remember his name, but he doesn't talk. He just meep, 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 meep,
oh
meep.
yeah, Meep
Is it me?
or something like that.
And his mate who's purple with glasses.
Yeah,
Like
the scientisty dude.
Yeah, them pair are awesome.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
my favourite pair.
I like the Swedish Chef.
Oh god. mate.
The old man
The two old guys. Now,
on the front of the boat.
if it wasn't going to be Muppet Treasure Island, it'd be the Muppets Christmas Carol,
just be
and
them,
those two,
Ebenezer.
Marley and Marley,
Yeah.
I think it is. I'd just be with them two, just taking the piss out of everybody. Fucking
Yeah.
brilliant. Oh,
Knew he wouldn't disappoint us.
that is that's a good one actually.
what cartoon universe would you like to be a part of? And I know there's so many cartoons out there. So, okay, so what 90s cartoon universe? Let's boil it down a bit.
You know what? Tom and Jerry for a weird way. Yeah, just for the.
I mean, that's not 90s. I mean, they probably made some in the 90s.
You know what I mean? But I'm actually thinking like Tom and Jerry or something. But
so you're either getting your ass kicked
or kicking the ass.
or kicking ass.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter what happens because
Who are you going with? Tom or Jerry?
Tom.
Oh, yeah.
Always Tom.
So you're getting your ass really fucking beat.
But I like Tom because I felt sorry for him. I'm like, oh, he just wants his dinner.
I heard a
Oh,
story
the
where
suicide.
it's like, no, what?
The last ever episode of the original Tom and Jerry,
Yeah.
they commit suicide. Like they let a train.
Is it really?
A train runs over them.
Yo.
Tom sat there all depressed. And he's just like, he's given up. When I saw it, I was like,
I've seen some questionable things in Tom and Jerry.
and it flashed back to like Watership Down sort of territory. Right? So then Jerry he's like trying to get him. He's like, no. He's like, all right. So Jerry goes and sits next to him. The next thing you know, and it cuts to black.
Shit.
I was just like,
So that's fucked up.
Honestly, like if you get the chance to see it, if you've seen it, let me know.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. That's fucked up.
That was like it made Watership Down kind of like it's just rabbits.
Yeah.
This was like Tom actually Jerry joins it.
Shit.
And you just like,
So this probably like ties into the story that I heard that Tom and Jerry love each other as like friends.
Yeah.
And Tom like basically pretends
to chase him.
to chase him, and Jerry pretends to keep Tom at the house so that the owner doesn't get rid of Tom and get another cat in who's actually going to kill him in some weird way. It was described way better than what I've just done.
That's quite mad, actually. Tom and Jerry was...
I love Tom and Jerry. My love of classical music comes from Tom and Jerry.
Yes.
Like...
The episode where Tom is playing the piano at the concert hall.
Yeah.
That I used to have it on a box set.
Well,
Red.
speaking of... So there's another... Same with Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, all the Merry Melodies stuff and all that. Like that was more for the classical music side of it. I mean, the classic sort of Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck ones. So you going to Tom and Jerry?
It's a weird one because then there's like stuff like Pirates of Dark Water, and like Turtles and Ghostbusters, and all that jazz. Like, I'd be spoiled for choice. I'd like to be able to hop around, like,
Right.
Literally be like, yeah, I want to be a Ghostbuster for an hour. They'd be like, yeah, I'm going to go a turtle. Just bash about.
But what, would you become a turtle, or would you just be like a normal person on this that could get attacked by a shredder at any moment?
No, so you know how like they have guest turtles every so often?
Yeah, slightly. It's been such a long time.
That was like newer, but then it was like, it'd be like you were them, or like, like Casey Jones, how he teams up with them.
Yeah.
Like that sort of thing.
Right, okay.
And I'd want to be going after the Flyman.
Okay.
Baxter.
I'd be going after Shredder.
Oh, no. The other enemies are better.
Shredder.
No, because
Shredder for me.
Shredder
Do you know why? Do you know why Shredder?
He just runs off. He's a pussy.
Uncle Phil.
What? Yeah, but he just runs
No,
off.
but Uncle Phil.
Yeah, but...
It's just the simple fact that I'd hear Uncle Phil, like, just proper powering down at you. You just
Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah. Let's kick their asses, you know what I mean?
And then, I just used to like Baxter Fly and all that. And then one episode I'll never forget, and actually thinking about it, it loops back to what we've already been talking about. Shredder Krang.
Yeah.
He gets these ants that can carry stuff, and they control like electronic and like so Shredder and Krang are like and like microwaves and stuff are turning on that episode, and then all of a sudden Donatello's like, oh look, there's these ants on him, and then they're like bash taking the ants, and then you know what I mean, and then Shredder does the classic no you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I remember that episode.
Okay, that's great.
I honestly, I used to love turtles.
I might have to find these old episodes out and just rewatch them. You know, rewatch your favourite episodes.
Yeah,
of certain
there
things.
was a submarine one. And then, can you remember April O'Neil's like sidekick woman? I can't remember her name.
No.
She used to wear that blue jumper and have the glasses on.
No, the moment you said submarine, I just jumped to Stingray instantly. Like, you see,
That theme song.
you see,
No,
you see, for me, it was always between you were either a Stingray kid or you were a Thunderbirds kid.
Yeah, but never Captain Scarlet.
No, Captain
That
Scarlet sucked ass.
Nah.
That was fucking weird.
See, I like both.
I was a Thunderbirds kid.
I was Thunderbird, but
I
I think
I was Thunderbirds all the way. I had Tracy Island. I had Tracy Island, and it had like buttons in the back.
I never got it
that you could press.
I remember that Christmas, and I was just like, I was heartbroken. I did not get Tracy Island, and all my mates got it.
The swimming pool opened up.
The thing
the
is,
runway, the trees.
I already had all the Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I didn't get it, and all my mates got it for Christmas, and I was just like, I think that's when I went, Santa's not real. Like, literally, I was heartbroken. I was like, and then I was in a charity shop the other week, and there was a Tracy Island there, and like the inner kid in me was like, just buy it, because you never had it.
Got it.
But I was like, I don't have the toys.
Yeah, but you know the amount of times I've gone into a charity shop and I've just found something, I've just been like, I'm having it. Yeah. The last thing I brought, didgeridoo.
Yeah, they are mad. No, I just love looking at them, and then I'm like, I'll see something like Tracy Island, and I'm like, 15 quid.
You should do it.
And then I'm like,
because you'll be able to find the
yeah, but then I'm like, yeah,
you've got to buy the die-cast model.
Yeah,
versions.
and then I'd be like, and then I'm like, I used to have them all, but
oh
my dad
yeah,
sold them. I used to have the die-cast Thomas the Tanks and everything.
Yeah,
everything. They're all gone. But I've still got my Hornby, Thomas the Tanks and stuff, and they're all made out of metal as well.
Yeah.
And then when we were on holiday, we used to get one.
I think I might still have my Tracy Island and my Thunderbird die-cast toys.
If you have.
Also, even though I wasn't a fan of it, I also have the Stingray Mobile, and potentially the Stingray like base set. Potentially, but it might be in my nan and granddad's loft, and going up there is like...
So, here's one for you. Talking about toys. Can you remember Mighty Max?
Yeah.
They were...
Yeah.
I was on the internet the
Polly
other day.
Pocket? Fuck off.
Yeah, I was on the internet the other day, and I saw, you know, the snake one.
Shit.
10 quid. And I was like...
And you didn't buy it?
No, again.
You're fucking wrong.
The inner child was like... No, the inner adult was taking over the child again. It was like, I've come back to the light. You know, it's like a bit like Split, the swapping of chairs and stuff. It was like, I've come back. You don't need it, Matt. You're not going to take it to work and on your break be like, yeah, swinging on the... like. But then I was like...
No, but you'll do it when you go home. And you've finished at work and you can go home and guess what?
You've got your
you
Mighty
can
Max.
get baked and you can get your fucking Mighty Max and you can be like, this is sick. And then probably like finish playing with it for like 2 minutes. That's one thing I must say about nostalgia and like little nostalgia hits that you go for. So like for instance, we've spoke about this before, but like one of the very first games I ever played on PlayStation was Die Hard.
Oh, yeah.
Die Hard Trilogy. So you got all 3 games in one.
Yeah.
And
Alien Trilogy as well.
I had Alien. So it was my uncle's console, but he had Alien Trilogy, Die Hard Trilogy, Crash Bandicoot. They were the 3 games he got with the...
Yeah, when you bought it.
When you brought it. We played all 3 games. And you know when you're like, oh man, I love them games, I'm going to go play them games.
But they're not.
They're fucking shite.
I know.
Like you...
I know. I've done it.
You just like, what is that? They're virtually unplayable because of how...
old they are.
Because of the game mechanics now and how fluid and how smooth everything is. When you go back to those games, it's very... like, I want to say blocky is the word.
It's like Minecraft gone wrong.
It's weird and the movement is very blocky. like it's not fluid and smooth.
Whereas-
so you like struggle to do
Whereas 2D
certain things.
isn't affected.
I played Super Mario on an emulator, and I found it really hard because there's certain jumps you have to do. Now
But
you'll remember when you were younger, you could get this down. You time it perfectly. Trying to do that now, it's just like no. I don't know whose hands these are, but they're not my hands.
Yeah, you like
because I could make that jump with my eyes closed. Didn't even have to look at the screen to do the jump. Now it's like, oh,
yeah. No,
you know what I mean?
I get it with a lot of
it's
games. So, like,
fucked.
I'll play FIFA sometimes, and I'm like, I used to be amazing at it. Like, I used to be sick at FIFA years ago. So I go online with that pretense of like.
And then get your ass fucked by
Yeah.
some like 10-year-old
And then
kid
the amount of
who's
abuse
just
you'll
giving
get.
you shit
And you're
all
like,
day.
I'm old enough to be your dad.
Yeah. Oh, I fucked your mum. Oh, did you, mate?
Did you really? Funny that she's dead.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Until next time, thank you for listening. A comment, like or share really helps us out, and we would love to hear your stories and thoughts in the comments section below.